The death of the Islamic State leader is being cast as a major milestone against terrorism in the region. But the devil remains in the details. Qurayshi is no Baghdadi, and the caliphate have changed over the years. This time, they are spread over the region and their leadership is fragmented. We tell you in our next story how the US raid raises more questions about the fate of the Islamic State.
In 2008, he was known as prisoner M06010801. A model prisoner, said to be cooperative and unusually chatty. In an American detention camp in Iraq, he betrayed his comrades in Al-Qaeda, even giving up the details about leaders and their whereabouts. Years later, he would go on to become famous under a different name, Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Qurayshi, the leader of the Islamic State. Last week, the US forces caught a glimpse of their model prisoner again. This time, before he blew himself up during a US raid in Syria.
Operating on my orders, the United States military forces successfully removed a major terrorist threat to the world, the global leader of ISIS, known as Haji Abdullah.
The Islamic State has lost its leader once again. For Joe Biden, this is a foreign policy win, but while the death may look like a game changer, the Islamic State is far from vanquished.
The CENTCOM theater is also burdened by civil war and humanitarian crisis. The area is home to 9 of the top 10 most dangerous violent extremist organizations, including Al-Qaeda and ISIS, which are both reconstituting. All of these ill trends are accelerated by water scarcity and food insecurity.
Biden was hoping for some fanfare, the same that Obama and Trump got after the killing of bin Laden and Baghdadi. But Qurayshi is no Baghdadi, and the Islamic State is not what it once was. Its leadership is scattered, but it still remains a potent force in Iraq and Syria. A UN report says that ISIS may still have $50 million in its coffers, and up to 10,000 fighters in both Syria and Iraq. So a resurgence cannot be ruled out in the region. In Iraq, the ISIS stages an attack almost every day. They exist in a security vacuum as the Iraqi government and the Kurds clash with each other. The rise in violence has the region on edge. In 2014, ISIS controlled vast swaths of land here. Since then, the territory has slowly disappeared. Currently, you can track their spread, but there is no single source of origin. The group is divided, and so is its leadership. Qurayshi himself was moving regularly between Syria and Iraq. The US raid was great for optics, especially for Biden, who is dealing with the Ukraine crisis, but the devil remains in the details. This time, the so-called caliphate doesn't have just one head. It has spread its tentacles all over the region. West Asia Bureau, WION World is One.